What if I told you that I can show you exactly how to get 20 to 30 new landscaping clients every single month without spending a dollar on traditional advertising? I'm going to do it using something you're probably already using every single day, Google Maps. Alright, so let's get started. So first, a Google business profile is a profile listing that appears on Google, and it's where your reviews, website can be linked, and it's how people find you on Google basically. So you can see here, I've just searched Lawn Mowing Sydney, but these three businesses here appear in what's called the map pack. The map pack is the most important thing if you want to get clients off Google. It's these three businesses that appear at the very top of a search before websites, before anything else, and this is what will get you all the traffic. So now you're probably wondering, how do I rank in the map pack? Well, let me show you. Alright, so step number one in getting in the map pack and getting all these clients from Google Maps is first claiming and verifying your Google business profile. Now, most of you will probably already have a Google business profile set up and you won't have to worry about this step, but if you haven't, search Google business profiles and Google will just want you to sign in, fill out a form, and then probably record a short video to verify it's your business of your equipment, documents, your truck, or otherwise they might just send you a postcard in the mail and they'll just use that to verify with a code that it's you. And then once you've done that, you should be good to go. If you haven't set it up, I'll be posting a video on how to in depth later this week, so subscribe to stay tuned for that. Alright, so now the second step to getting a ridiculous amount of landscaping clients on Google Maps is to optimize your Google business profile. Now, let me show you what I mean. So I've just put up Lawn Mowing Sydney here. We'll go over some of the better ones just to give you an idea. So Jason's Lawn Mowing Services. First thing, 552 reviews. There's a reason he's ranking first for arguably the most competitive, or one of the most competitive searches for lawn mowing in the country, in Sydney. He's at the prime real estate #1 spot because he's got 500 plus reviews. They've got a system in place to ask every single client for a review after servicing. And you can see here, they're consistently getting them up week over week over week. And this is why they're getting the leads. This is why they're leveraging Google Maps to a crazy extent. And they'll probably be getting 10, 20, 30, 40 leads every single week just from Google Maps. High quality leads. So let's go over their page. Let's see what they're doing right. First thing, every single section is filled out. What I mean by this, if you go to overview, you'll be able to see they've got their opening hours filled out. Services filled out. Service areas, they've got individually all the suburbs that they service. They've got a physical address in there. Google loves physical addresses. Even if you're not based out of your home, it can sometimes be a great idea to put in your address so Google knows exactly where you're located, and it loves that and it'll help you rank. Now let's have a look at services. In the services tab here, you can add in all your different services that you offer. And what they've done is they've added in every single one that they do. So you don't just select a few that Google prompts you to. They've gone in and they've written out every single service. This is a must. No matter what you do, even if you do it once a month, you might do a handyman job. Once a month, you might do some site installation. Put it in there. Just the more services that you offer, that you actually do offer though, don't make them up. But if you offer them, put them in here. Now, if we go back to overview here, we can see that they've got updated hours, phone number. Your phone number has to be consistent with everything else across your website, your social medias, your emails you send out. Everything has to be consistent with what you've got on Google here. So, and that goes the exact same thing for opening hours. They need to be consistent. You can't be saying one thing on your website, one thing on Google, another thing on Facebook, a different thing on Instagram. Google will hate that. You'll not get a single lead if you've got just a completely different set of opening hours, phone number, email listed on all these different platforms. Consistency is key. Now, another one of the most important things you can do to get leads off your Google business profile is photos. If we go to photos here, you can see they've got a ton. And they've even gone as far as to upload very short videos as well, just showcasing their projects. This doesn't have to be hard, guys. Just put in afters of your work, a nice job that came up, and encourage your clients as well. If they've left a review, they can put up photos as well too. That really helps your ranking. Say you've got a client over the moon, they're just stoked. Ask them, hey, would you mind just putting up a few photos if you're leaving us a review? That would mean the world. It helps us more than you know. Something like that. And that's really what helps you rank. Like, we can just go on forever and ever and ever here with the amount of photos they have. If you're not taking a photo every before and after, you're missing out on leads. And it's as simple as that. You need to be taking photos. But if you fill out the photos, you're asking for reviews, you've got all your services listed out, and your opening hours, phone number, website URL, everything's consistent, address consistent, you should be pretty good to go. And that's going to give you a really good chance at ranking your Google business profile. All right, so step number 3 in getting a ridiculous amount of clients using Google Maps is to go above and beyond on your Google business profile. Now, let me show you what I mean by that. So if we pull up here, search term landscaping Sydney. Let's go and have a look at one of the top search result that isn't sponsored. Sydney landscaping. What are they doing right? What are they doing to step up from the competition and get that top ranking spot, which generates all the leads? First thing they're doing, just look at the description. You need to have a keyword-rich, thorough description. Now you can see here, they're using the key terminology such as Sydney region, garden designers in Sydney, landscape association, Northern Districts local business award. They're putting key terminology that's relevant to the area. They're mentioning the area they're in, and they're mentioning what services they're doing. They're putting in garden designers. All these key terms that leads are searching for, garden designers in Sydney they might search, this is likely to pop up because they've got that keyword in their Google description. Now, you don't want to overload your description full of keywords. It needs to be readable, it needs to make sense, but you need to have these keywords in your description. Next thing they've done, if we go into updates here, they're regularly posting updates on Google, which not many businesses take advantage of, and at the moment is a really easy way to level up on Google and beat the competition. So updates are basically Google's version of something like a Facebook post. This is where you post photos, you can post short videos like the team at Sydney Landscaping have done, and you can post good captions that just grab people's eyes and show a bit more about the business. Now, even though most people won't even know about the updates, they won't even see them, most leads, it shows Google that you're active, you're an active business, and you're continuing to use their platform and post on it. So really, anything that you post on Facebook, there's no reason why you can't post this on Google. If it's an offer, if it's a before and after, if it's a video of someone working, if it's a happy client testimonial, all these things should be going on Google as well. There's no excuse to not be doing this in 2025 if you want to rank up and beat the competition. Final thing that you really have to do to rank up and go above and beyond to beat the competition is responding to every single Google review as they come in within 24 hours, 48 hours max. As you can see here, every review that's coming in, they're instantly responding. Doesn't have to be complicated. Hi, Bob. Really appreciate the feedback. Glad you're happy with the result. Regards. Something like this. This is all they're doing. You can basically copy and paste the response message. Just change their name, change a couple of words. Takes 2 seconds. But again, this just signals to Google you're an active business, you're actively responding, you're using their platform, and Google rewards this. This is what's going to separate you from the competition. You need to be doing this. All right, so moving on. Now the fourth and final tip is a bonus tip, which is to analyze the data. Now, let's have a look. This is just an example of one of my clients, and you can see here, if you go onto Google Business Profile and you click on Interactions, Google gives you a bunch of data to look at, which lets you track how your Google Business Profile is doing and actually make sure that you are getting more leads, you are getting more inquiries, you're getting more calls, you're getting more website visits every month. So you know what you're doing is working or whether you need to change your strategy. Now, if you see here, if you go to Overview, an interaction is the first thing that will pop up, which counts as a call, a request for the maps address, a website click, a booking, And this is all categorized under interactions. So basically, you want this number to be going up month over month. Now, the month here isn't finished, so it's obviously got a bit of a drop off at the end here, but you can see generally it's been trending up. And this has been because we've been optimizing the page and we've got more reviews every month for this client. Now, if you go into calls here, you can specifically track metrics such as calls. So we can see, okay, in September they were having 35 calls in the month. Now, if we go into November, their best month recently, 63. Not far off double, and now 54 in December, and we'll see what it'll end up in January. But it's super important that you track these metrics. Website clicks, another big one. This line going up, straight up like this, that's what you want. You know, check, are you following the steps? Have you optimized your profile? Are you going above and beyond? Are you responding to reviews? Are you updating? Are you doing photos? Are you doing all these things? You know, run through your head, maybe even rewatch this video in 3 months' time, a month time, whenever, if you're coming back and you're not seeing a trend going upwards in terms of overall interactions. But this is important. So look at these regularly. I'd suggest at least a couple of times a month, go over these. And if these metrics aren't going up, something's wrong, something needs to change. The 4 steps that you need to take if you want to get a disgusting amount of clients using Google Maps. You need to claim and verify your profile. You need to optimize your Google profile. You need to go above and beyond what your competitors are doing. And then you finally need to analyze the data and take actionable steps to ensure that each month you're getting more leads, more calls, more website clicks, and overall more clients. Now, if you want my exact play-by-play document that I've spent hours writing out on how to do all this with actionable steps, checklists, and added bonus tips to make sure that you're getting the most out of your Google business profile and you start getting 10, 20, 30, 40 plus qualified leads per month through Google, drop a comment below and I'll send you a link to my Facebook group where this will be posted for free in there for any member to access.